go in anybody's pocket and see what they shouldn't have, what they should have. Come on, guys. No man have the right to go in your pocket and tell you what you're not worth of. We go too far when we go in a man's pocket. We go too far. We're going too far with that.
I agree with that.
We as fans, we want to sit and watch these play, and if right now 12-5, sometimes 13 and 3 or 4. You might not want to admit it. He's the most winning quarterback. You say, well, the regular league, I don't care. We get paid what we do during the regular season. It ain't what we do in the playoff in Super Bowl. All quarterbacks get paid for what they're doing during the regular season. Check it and see.
All right, real.
So right now, come on.
I thought you were done.
Let's be respectful now, son. Come on. We got this thing rolling. Let's do it right. So the bottom line is this. Yeah, I think he deserves 65 that they want to give him. But I'm like Ron. Dak already done said he want to back clean up. Now, guys, listen what Dak said. Dak said he want everybody to get paid and say then he'll get paid. He said he want to back clean up. That's what he said. He said all this talk that people talking about, Dak ain't saying all that. He said he want to leave the money for a lot of people. They can get people to play. He want to back clean up. This is what he said. And then he said his trainer, right now, if they pay Dak 36, he'll still be a highest paid quarterback. Dak Prescott ain't greedy like that. That's what fans are doing. He said, I'll back clean up, and I want everybody else to have what we need to make it work. He said, and then I'll play. He said, I will play for nothing. That's just what Dak said. So, 45 run, I think we're going to look at somewhere in the near of that. That's what I'm thinking it's going to be. 45 or 36. Watch and see.
Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
Go ahead, Ron.
Ain't that a lot of commercials and stuff right now?
He and everything.
Okay, so it's just my opinion. Tom Brady was making less on the team, but he was getting his money from the commercials and everything else. That's why I say that should take less.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get your money from the commercials and everything else you in.
I get it.
But can I rebuttal to that?
Yeah.
Tom Brady said the reason he took less because his wife was one of the highest paid stars in the business. See, that's what you ain't thinking about.
He had all those endorsement deals.
All the endorsement deals, but he said the reason I didn't have to have much because my wife is making the money, and she was. She one of the highest paid stars in business. That's why he could do that.
And the reason he also took less. No, I thought I was coming in with you. You kind of paused. So.
Yeah, because I'm getting my breath.
Oh, go ahead.
But I'm going to let Travis go ahead. But I'm just saying, I just want to let Ron know. That's why Tom Brady did what he did. Because his wives was making the big money. Okay. And you can do that then. So go ahead, Travis.
Now, I was just saying that he also, why he took less money is because of the endorsement deals he had. Also, because he wanted to help rebuild his team to keep his team winning Super Bowl championships. That's why.
Yeah. That's why Dak said.
That's why he didn't break the bank like that, which he could have.
Yeah.
But he wanted to make sure he had the team to win.
And on a side note, a few comments catch. Yeah, it does too, Red. You're right. On the side note, before we get a few comments, a lot of people don't know. A lot of quarterbacks have done that. Ben's taking less money than what he could have a couple of times for different receivers and stuff like that. So it's when quarterbacks do that, it's actually a pretty good thing. Don said, just on this point, didn't Trevor take less than what he could have gotten? I don't know. Has anybody heard anything on that report?
No, he didn't. I don't
know, but I think he got what he
he got what he could get
because they paid that man.
And another side note, guys.
And then
y'all gotta remember. I'm sorry, Patrick.
That's all right. Well, that's okay. And then Brandon said that Dak would be worth that for another team. So Brandon is still adamant about Dak would
change the scenery.
Change the scenery would be better for both parties.
Okay,
made for Dallas and for Dak.
Before we go,
let me rebuttal that.
Let's welcome Uncle Steve to the show.
Uncle Steve, what's going on? We got him on video.
Okay.
And
but anyway, let me rebuttal that, guys. Y'all keep forgetting. You talking about what quarterback did to help the team? How many seasons did Dak said, "Don't worry about it. I'll bet on myself." This is what y'all keep forgetting. How many seasons did Dak say, "Don't worry about it. I'll just bet on myself"? He didn't take the money. There go a bug for you. How many times did he do that, guys? Uncle Steve, tell him. How many times did Dak say, "I'll bet on myself, don't worry about the money"? Come on now. Paul Senior, I'm here to play tonight. Come on, I'm here to play.
And he's lost a bet every time. Okay,
come on,
now.
Patrick. How many times did Dak do that and he came out smelling like a rose? That when we see the results. Dak bet on this stuff how many times, guys? See, ain't nobody saying nothing now. Okay.
You want to know why they're not saying
You
the
can,
Pops?
you can drop a pin now, you can drop a pin
They're
now.
gonna let you. They're gonna let you.
Patrick, that's the proof.
But my point is, Pops, they're gonna let you live in your fantasy world for a second.
Fantasy?
Talking about that came out smell like a rose. At the end of the day, he's not getting them past where they've been. That brick wall that they
we
keep
talk about the
hitting
playoff, I know.
time and time and time again.
That's part of it, Pops.
That's part of it.
part of it.
But the question was, do he deserve what he's getting? It wasn't got nothing to do with playoffs.
Well, I mean, you gotta.
Okay, here we go.
Well, Dad, you gotta take that into play too.
No.
That's part of it.
The question is, if I told you guys to go jump off a rock, then you're gonna say, well, which one? Come on now.
What?
It doesn't matter as long as it's a rock, jump off it. That's just a figure of speech. What I'm trying to say is this.
You know what I got?
Come, Patrick, come on, let's be respectful, son. You can talk like you do.
Pops, you know what I gotta say to
Go ahead
this?
and talk, man. See?
I'm just saying, Pops.
See?
You know what I gotta say to this?
Man, you come right out of
Okay,
a
calm it again. Okay, the funny that's funny. The bottom line is this. I'm trying to share some knowledge here.
I'm just saying.
Is Dak Prescott worthy? If he come on, guys. If he's a
Sorry.
quarterback in the NFL, yes, he's worth it. Whether you guys like him or not, it doesn't matter what you like or not. It's the NFL status, and whatever that team or deem for that quarterback to get, whether we like it or not, he's going to get that.
Pops, can I rebuttal something else
But
you
ain't
said
nothing
earlier?
rebuttal. It's just simple as that.
I can rebuttal it if I want to.
Well, I don't mean it this
Before we move on, because
Wait, no,
I gotta
no,
get it
we're
out
not
of
moving
my.
on.
I gotta get it out of my
Well,
head.
first, let's get what
Yeah,
Uncle
let's
Steve
do-
thinks
Okay.
about this.
And- well,
Uncle Steve,
Come on,
what do you
Patrick,
feel
you can
about
talk
this?
like-
We got
Okay.
guests, guys.
Come on,
I
man.
know, but
See, I want you
this
guys
will
to
give
talk.
this will give Uncle Steve something to. It's the same.
Oh, I
subject.
think he got him. He know what he's talking
It's
about.
the same subject. You said earlier that we don't have the right to talk about what another in another man's pocket, but we're fans, we're analysts, and we all have our
Yeah,
opinions.
we're just giving our opinions.
And so everybody has a right to have an opinion because that's what we do. This right here, this
But
podcast.
ultimately, what matters is how good is your agent? Because if your agent can get you the money, what
True.
we're talking is mute.
But this is what we're doing. Uncle Steve's Lounge, he does the same thing. This is what we do. We commentate and we give our opinions. Uncle Steve, go ahead, my brother.
First of all, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I've been watching Pops and Henry Brothers for a long time, as you guys know.
Back at you, brother. Back
Appreciate
at you. We love you too, man.
And thank you so much for allowing me and my audience to watch you guys go at it every day. Pops, you are
Every day you right.
you
Pops
are
is something else. You are something else.
You
You
know
are
that
something else.
Steve. We going at it, bro.
Pops, like Kevin Hart say, you are something else.
Go ahead, brother. We sorry. Go on, brother.
what's up, Ron, and what's up, Red. Let me go back to something you said, Pops, because I did want to make sure that you were quoting some early stuff from Dak about playing for free. What he said yesterday was, and quote, he reiterated he wanted to stay with the Cowboys, but acknowledged that he has an obligation to other quarterbacks and his teammates on what he accepts, which means that he's not taking the hometown discount to play for the Dallas Cowboys. So when we say $65 million a year, that's kind of not too much away from what the market is for him. Think about it. Dak Prescott is one of the most winning quarterbacks in the last 5 years. He doesn't do it in the playoffs, but he's one of the best quarterbacks in the regular season. When you turn around and you see Trevor Lawrence, you see Jared Goff, you're about to see Jordan Love, you're about to see Tua get paid. Dak Prescott is going to get over $60 million, folks. Really not a whole lot you can do about it. We're thinking
That's what I said.
2015 and 16.
Nothing we do about it.
2024. And did you see the last media rights deal that the NFL got? They're about to get paid even more money. So I know
You saw that, Steve? Yeah.
This is sports entertainment. Absolutely.
I saw that too, brother.
Exactly. So while we're still living in 10 years ago and saying nobody deserves $65 million,
that's what they saying.
How much owners are making from these gambling sites, from
Preach,
draft
brother, preach.
And,
That's what I'm talking about.
Websites and stuff like that. The money is going up, 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 up. So guess what else is going to go up? Salaries. Up,
Salaries.
up, up,
That's
up.
what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
The
Yeah.
most important player in North American sports. The most important sports player. That's the quarterback. So
That's right.
they're gonna get paid. I mean,
Oh, 100%.
That's what I was saying. No matter what
Yeah.
we think,
Yeah. And let's reiterate. I think what me and
I
Trav
don't
was
think
saying
I
is,
don't think you've done yet, Pat.
I think he said that's what he wanted to. Well, you were done. I thought you was done. I'm sorry if you wasn't.
No, you good.
Okay, sorry about that. I got you. Okay, I think. Let me reiterate. I don't want to speak for Travis, but I think, at least for me, I wasn't saying that Dak isn't, and I'm gonna make sure I want to clarify and restate what I said. I'm not saying whether Dak is worth $65 million or not, per se. All right, because we're kind of like we're like you, Uncle Steve. If he's gonna get the money, he's gonna get the money. It's not gonna affect us per se.
That's all I've been saying.
But it's just.
And then he's gonna get the money because his
Yeah.
agent, he got
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
the
yeah.
best agents. in the
I guess
game. He gonna get it.
my whole point was, if you look at
Does he deserve it? That's another story.
does he deserve it based on, because basically when you measure a player, you measure a player against himself and his trajectory and his improvement over time, whether it's a sample size of 1 or 2 years, whether it's a sample size of 5 years or 8 years or whatever. And I guess my point was, when it comes to Trevor Lawrence, I think me and Travis had reiterated, he's brought the Jaguars back up to be a contender, right? Or at least to an extent.
2 out of
Whereas with and two or two, whereas with, and I'm not saying that they're the best contenders, but bringing them for where they were when they hit their slump, they're back in the playoff contention. Whereas with Dak, he's consistent. He has been, and we say this time and time again, Uncle Steve, with Pops, he is the best regular season quarterback the last 5 years, without a doubt.
No argument there.
No argument. Like if you look at from head to toe, every statistical category, the way he plays the game, the way he leads the team, there is nothing that you can say bad about Dak Prescott. And he's a likable guy. Like I don't get an opportunity to say this much because I'm arguing about factual stuff about the
Christian
game.
guy, too.
But he's a likable guy. And you when you see a guy like Dak, you want the best for him. You know what I mean? But
Not everybody.
well, I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for myself. But when it comes to getting past or getting over that hump that that wall they keep hitting the last 4 to 6 years, that's my biggest critique on Dak. You know what I mean? It's almost like, and I'm gonna bring up a controversial topic. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. It's almost like, do you take the gamble of, you know what, we ain't no worse for the wear or no better under Dak the last 4 to 6 years. So if we let him walk, we might go out and find a quarterback that can, if it's a top tier quarterback, and kind of keep this ball rolling and maybe get a little further. Because what Dak has shown is, until something significant changes in that playoff scenario, all Dak has shown is he's gonna get there and that's gonna be the end of it. That's all I'm saying. So does he deserve a raise? I mean, yeah, get all he can. He's definitely the most valuable player for the Dallas Cowboys, and what the success they've had is they don't have it without Dak. However, has he improved enough for that much of an increase in pay? That's my only thing. You can argue yes or no.
Now let's say what Red has to say about this on this subject.
Yeah,
And then we'll come back to you, Steve. I'm sorry.
we got some people. Let them say. Then I'll come up last.
We can't talk for everybody.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to
Well,
do
I'm
better.
not
I'm
saying
sorry.
much.
I'm trying to do better, guys. I'm sorry.
doing a great job hosting.
Read the room.
No, you're not, player.
Read the room.
Steve, Uncle Steve said I was doing good.
Go ahead, Red.
That's him being sarcastic, bro.
Oh, Steve, where you been so? Oh my goodness.
No. He said you did a good job. He said you're not out the box.
You're doing a good job. It's just
You're just long
I'm
winded.
saying,
You're just
we
long
got
winded.
guests.
I know,
you
Steve. That's
just long
Travis.
winded.
Travis clowning.
And when we got
No,
guests,
you just
we
long
got
winded,
to
bro.
get around to the guests. That's all.
Yeah.
Y'all know some pop laying
And
back.
guys, if I don't get to your comments, I'm throwing your comments up on the screen while we're talking. All right, go ahead, Red.
Well, it seems to me that Dak is reminds me of a player that Uncle Steve and Travis and myself know a little too well. A player that just recently retired and will probably be up for the Hall of Fame in a few years. And we'll be discussing this Hall of Fame eligible. And I'm pretty sure we're going to go back to a moment like we discussing with Dak. And that's his postseason failure. And like you say, he's the best regular season quarterback in the past few years. But I'm sure Jerry and the rest of Cowboy Nation, they want Super Bowl victories, just like we want Super Bowl victories. So, like I said, it just seems like Dak is just a modern day Matt Ryan. I mean, he'll get you there, but what's he going to do when you get there? That's the big question mark. You want to gamble You already know, say it yourself, well, you already know what Dak offers. Okay, now ask yourself, is that worth $63 million annually? Yes, it is for you. It's just being in contention. But when postseason comes, it's a big old question mark. And it just gets bigger and bigger the longer Dak plays. And
That's true.
You want to pay $63 million for it, have it. But another thing that you said too, that if you let Dak go, what's the alternative? Is somebody out there just waiting to be picked up? If you want to go ahead and see what Trey Lance has to offer, so you got to ask yourself these questions now. These important questions to ask if you're moving on from that.
Right, I think
Dak,
also, Red.
Dak, maybe he get lucky one year. He actually get over the hump, or at least get to the Super Bowl like we did. We almost got lucky with Matt Ryan. So
Yeah, that's true.
He's just a big
Right.
domino. That's what you. That's the point. That's the problem these teams have when they have quarterbacks that can get me to the playoffs. And what's gonna happen when we get to the playoffs? And that's what separates the very good,
That's right.
the above average quarterback, to the elite, to great quarterback.
Yes.
And that's another thing, Red. Compliment off what you're saying. The thing with Dallas is they should have been and brought a quarterback in here to be grooming to take over for Dak if they're going to make a move. They got Trey Lance in there now, but is he the guy, or is they want to go a different direction? Like I say, they could be going all in next year for Shedeur Sanders, for all we know. You know what I mean? So, maybe that's what they want to do. Right. So maybe that's what they want to do, and if they decide to do that, they can afford to let Dak walk if they don't want to pay that money, and just go with Trey Lance and then go get Shedeur if they can, and then groom him. Maybe they can do it that way.
Hold on now. Are they going to be trading up? Are they planning to trade up a few spots?
Yeah, that's why I said they're going to have to go. Yeah, they're going to have to go all out if they want to.
Yeah. Real quick before we go back to Steve.
Have them in contention now. So y'all not going to have They're going to have you.
Yeah. They're going to They're going to pretty much give up their whole draft to get their top 10.
Yeah, that's right. So, that's right.
If they want, because if they feel like they already got the team and the only thing that's stopping them is the quarterback play.
Yeah. And real quick before,
Pop, I know this makes you upset. There is
I'm not upset.
No reason. No, I'm talking about. I'm going to bring up something else to you. There's absolutely no reason CeeDee Lamb should not be under contract and in camp. I mean, he should not have already gotten his bag and be in camp. No reason. Yep. I don't know what Jerry and other guys are holding their hand. I mean, twiddling their fingers are. That guy has earned his bag, and he should have gotten his bag this offseason, and he should be in camp. Now that's a player.
I agree.
I agree. That is a player you can depend on.
That's right.
Let me top 5 receivers in the league. Yeah, I'll let Dad rebut on that.
Yeah. Well, can I? Well, can I say?
Go ahead, man. A Dallas Cowboys fan 70. I can't even.
No. It ain't. I was just gonna say. I was gonna welcome some people in and tell them thank you for tuning in. We got.
Go ahead and do that.
Looks like Gat X boy. We got Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. We got. I can't read that other name, but that's Greg. I can't pronounce your name, brother, but thanks for tuning in. And then we got John Higgins III. We got TW. We got Kevin O'Connor, I think it is. Yeah, O'Connor. I'm sorry. And we just wanted to thank y'all for coming in, man. So we appreciate it. And before let Pops rebut and give his rebuttal, and then Uncle Steve's lounge to come back in. So thank y'all for tuning in, man. All right, go ahead, Pops.
Red, I'm gonna rebut what you said about CeeDee Lamb. And what you said, there's a lot of truth to that. That's why they said that I couldn't do but shake my head. Yeah, it seems like he should have been done, gave him that money. But if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan or a Dallas Cowboy hater of truth, he does this every season. He does this. He takes his time. If anybody knows the Cowboys, Jerry Jones does this all the time. It ain't the first time somebody held out with the Dallas Cowboys. I can name 4 of them right off the top that earned the money, and they still let them do that. Let me tell you why this is happening. Jerry Jones is a mediator. He's the best. He's the best seller in the business. Right now, the only thing people talking about is the Cowboys. This offseason, that's been the only talk. Well, a lot of us talk about other things because we push ourselves to do it, but we always come right back to the Cowboys. You know why? Because Jerry Jones rules us. Let me explain. Jerry Jones, he always get his people done beginning of training camp or at the end of training camp. Guarantee you, by the end of training camp, all 3 of these guys will be signed. He does this, and CeeDee Lamb. But let me finish. Let me finish. I didn't cut you off. Now you got to show me some respect, okay? Now, all I'm saying is this. I know y'all anxious to bite at the bits because when it comes to the Cowboys, you guys ready to throw some hate. But I'm gonna throw some facts here. Anybody that knows, like Steve could be a witness to, anybody that knows the Cowboys, Jerry always do this. He waits to training camp with the end of training camp before he do anything, just to get us. Oh, this and oh, why did he do it? But one thing, he ain't got to sign with 2 people. Michael Parsons ain't even ready to next. He ain't even do the next year. But everybody's saying he got to. No, he ain't got to sign Michael Parsons. He ain't even do the next year. But see, y'all ain't even thought about that. So I'm gonna bring some facts to you guys. You got to think about what you're saying before you say it. Now, for Jerry Jones, he's already done talked to CeeDee Lamb and Dak already. Dak said he want a back cleanup. You know what back cleanup mean? Let everybody go first and then he do it. Dak told y'all that. But see, you know, like he put that boot on. Oh, he hurt. Dak said, I put the boot on because after practice I was a little sore. He said, I don't want to take a chance. I'm not here fishing and whatnot. He said, I just wanted to want to take a chance. You know what everybody said when he said that? Oh, he lying. See, if you tell yourself a football player tell you what he's doing, and we as podcast people say, nah, he lying. Now, if you're going to keep telling a person lying when the actual football player tell you something, who we going to believe? I'm going to be the football player if I believe in us. I'm just going to do that. All I'm saying to y'all is this. Pop don't tell you. Those guys as good as signed. So I ain't even worried about it. Watch this. About the beginning of a training camp, by the end, he'll have both of them guys done. And Michael probably won't be done the next season. Now, he might go on, but I'm telling you guys, you got Jerry Jones wrong. He does this every season. That's all I'm going to say. Like I told y'all about Zeke was coming back. Some of you guys on here right now said it wasn't going to happen. But you was wrong when you. Pop was right. I know Cowboys. I got a guy that's in Dallas that reports to me. And he works with, I won't say what he works with them.
All I know is I'm ready for some Falcon ball. Training camp is officially started.
Yes.
I'm ready for the Falcons. I know y'all guys are ready.
Yep.
Ready.
But I agree with you, Red.
Yep.
They all be them took care of that guy. They should have been.
Yep. Uncle Steve, what you got?
I laugh because you know why I love Pops. He's the Johnny Cochran of the
Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead.
Even if they ain't got a chance, they got a chance.
Defend them all the way to the end.
Go ahead, on. Talk.
I wanted to go back to what you were talking about earlier. You were talking about you and Travis. I think we were speaking the same language.
Yeah, I think so.
We were.
Tell everybody that Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the NFL.
That's what they're saying.
I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah.
I am saying that the way salaries are going right now, and y'all, I don't know if y'all heard the thing about a week or two ago. They're talking about putting the quarterbacks in a different thing
bracket
from the salary cap.
That's bracket. I read about that. I talked about it. Yeah.
In that. So when we're talking about Dak, don't get it twisted. I think we're just saying for Dak, it's his turn. And right after Dak gets signed, it's Tua's turn. And right after Tua gets signed,
okay.
Preach, bro. See, you talking like I'm talking. A lot of them say he don't deserve it, but
yeah, it's just gonna be that type of cycle.
That's all it is.
About quarterbacks right now.
That's a different spin.
I love you. No, that's what I've been saying the whole time. I love it when you come on, brother. I need that help.
That's a different spin. Yeah.
I need that help, bro. So that makes sense.
That's a different spin.
And one other thing I'll add in there, and guys, I'm gonna make this plain and sweet. The Dallas Cowboys. One thing you can say about them, you either love them or hate them to love them. These guys, it's gonna never be a dull day, long as Jerry Jones is owning that team. You can say what you want to say about them, but right now, any team in the NFL would give their right arm to have Dak Prescott right now. All of them. And if you say they won, you know you're lying. And right now, Dak go up on the market, all of them fall in it. Because you know why? And I heard somebody say a while ago, he'll win the Super Bowl with another team. That's just your hate. That's just your biased opinion. Because I tell you right now, like they told Kirk Cousins, he ain't gonna never win no Super Bowl. Y'all remember that, Steve, when they used to say that about Kirk Cousins? Yeah. What happened? Now he with the five.
He's just not getting with a team that's.
No, he did go to the
Super
Bowl.
That's the best team he's been with.
Oh Lord, here we go.
But I'm not saying that's not so, but it could be some.
I'm just saying, so
Red,
that's a chance to see.
Here we go.
I'll change of pace.
But you see my
Pop. You see how Pop pushed them buttons? He know how to push them buttons, don't he, Steve?
He's with us now. So let's see.
Boy, he did it so slick too.
We're loaded. This is the most
loaded
team he didn't had.
You just cut me off. Go ahead.
No. You brought this up.
No, I'm gonna let you go.
I can't let you get away.
But you
with
could have
it,
did after I got to talk.
I get it, but I can't.
What
let
would
you
been the different guys? He let me finish
because
talking.
you threw the alley oop and I caught it.
I know. I won't let you talk.
Oh, shit.
See, Pop, you got cut down for no reason.
I'm not cutting you
And
down.
I've been a good boy tonight, y'all.
That's your way of throwing a shot.
All right, guys. How about
No, that's your way of throwing a
Guys,
shot at
how about-
Kurt
how about
because
we- No!
people throwing shots at
No, Kirk, one of my guys.
and
now.
that's your way of throwing it in there. That I know you. I know how
he
you
knew what you was doing,
Well,
Pops?
I tell you what.
How about
I'm
this?
telling y'all, Kirk, one of my guys.
How about-
I don't know. I don't care what they saying right now,
Yeah.
guys. Kirk, one of my guys.
He didn't sound
But
like
all
he was
I
saying.
doing- Come on, Patrick. Come
Didn't
on,
sound like
we
it.
can be friends and talk.
like the movie Double Impact. Don't fall
all
for that
I'm-
trick, Jay.
All I'm saying.
Don't fall for that trick.
Don't fall for
All I'm saying is this: I had to use Kirk for an example because they said the same thing about Kirk. That's all I see, and it was the truth. If I was lying, it'd be a different story.
Right.
But it was a fact. So why y'all gonna say I hate him and I know I don't?
Well, how about this then?
Don't Patrick, don't cut me off. Don't let me finish. Give me this little half a second here. You
I'm
say
sorry,
what you gotta say?
I really wasn't trying to cut you off.
Oh, yeah,
I was
you
making
were.
a suggestion. I was gonna get to some comments.
The
That's all.
bottom line. All I'm saying is this here, y'all, and I'm gonna leave it alone.
Golly.
I'm gonna leave it alone. All of you that saying that he ain't gonna get he's not gonna win a Super Bowl with Dallas Cowboys.
Sensitive.
You know what? I done wrote all of you down, and I'm telling you now, it's gonna happen. And when it do, if God willing, I'm gonna lay on you like rain. Now you said he's never gonna win with Dallas. Don't think I'm not gonna bring that back up.
All right.
And I promise you he will. And this might be the year.
All right,
I ain't saying no more.
here we go,
And
guys.
I know all of you that said
And
he
we
wasn't
gotta-
gonna win with Dallas.
We gotta have tough skin.
I'm gonna say this first before you start on that.
Well, he can say what he wants to
Here
say.
we
This is
go.
what I believe.
Dak is gonna win, Dad. Continue.
Oh, he's gonna keep winning.
like he's been doing.
He's gonna
it's
keep
just
winning.
that first round.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
And this gets to
Well,
my
he done
comment.
went to the second round
And I
before.
told you. I said I
He done
think.
went to the second round before.
Well, I told you. I think Dak need to go to another team.
Oh,
He needs to
of
change
course
the
you do.
scenery.
And this gets
And I feel like he can get over the hump somewhere else. I just don't feel like he can do it with Dallas.
And
That's
this
all.
gets to my point now. The comment now. We gotta have tough skin. So let me get through the comments
Oh, let
first.
me say what you gotta say.
Okay,
bro.
just
why you doing that?
Because it's gonna be rough.
We grown men on this camera.
It's
Come on,
gonna
man.
be it's gonna be rough.
It
All
ain't
right.
rough. It's in your head.
Okay, here we go. So Keith O'Connor says Dak
your
is
head.
not worth $65 million. You get paid that much for playoffs mainly. Dak already got paid once, and CD and Micah ain't been given no
Who
discount.
said this?
Well, let me read them. You said it was gonna be okay,
No,
right?
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna see it. I didn't see it on mine. What I'm saying.
Yeah, it's Kevin O'Connor. All right,
Okay, that's all I
and then
want to know.
he follows up with let's see. I'd let him walk. Dak has reached his ceiling. Now that's his opinion. I mean, everybody's entitled to opinion.
Just keep going.
Okay. Now,
It's
pause.
good.
Okay. John Higgins III says
Let him read the
I said, go
Dak
ahead.
is-
interrupting him.
you can't. Yeah, Dak is a consistent losing playoff quarterback, and it's a shame. This is gonna sting.
Man, go ahead.
It's a shame. That's all he's going to be known for. Losing playoff games and beating subpar teams in the regular season. Oh my goodness.
Tomato cans, in other words.
Yeah. Because when it comes to them above 500 teams, we all know what happens. All right, next up, and that's the truth.
Let me rebuttal on that.
Nope. Comments.
Gotta get through the comments first. Then you can rebuttal.
You said you're gonna let me do it, Steve.
Go ahead.
Ron, didn't he say it?
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
He did.
Wow,
and
man.
then Raphael Sumter says, no names, but two of you guys are actually kind of rude. You don't even let others finish a sentence and I cut them off for talking when they're talking. I could be one of them. I don't know. But listen, I'm going to try to get better.
That could go for all of us.
Tonight y'all got been.
And listen. I do want to take the time to say we do value our viewers' opinions and critique and stuff. So we will try to do better with that.
And I will say this also: if you're new here, this is how we do.
We
it. So
we
get
raw,
ready.
man.
Hold on
we
to your
raw.
seats.
And listen, we've come a long way.
Yeah.
Am I not right, fellas?
Yeah.
Because
We've been doing pretty good.
Uncle,
Y'all been kind of raw tonight.
Uncle Steve, Ron, they can tell you we come a long way. We still got work to do, but you know.
One of the
Yeah.
things people have to remember too. Yeah,
We family.
when you do this thing, you guys have been. There's nothing inauthentic about y'all right now.
True.
How y'all
Amen.
rock. And so as y'all rock like that, I'm in your house. So I'm
Right. And you gotta understand this. This is our pops. This is our pops, and we're brothers. So this is a.
the whole time he's been there the last few years.
That's true, Steve.
So for the people that's new in the comment section, this is our pops, and we're brothers. So we are literally family. So this is barbershop
like that,
talk
Steve.
for football.
Yeah.
But we get passionate. We we get confrontational, but it's all love at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And this is how we get down, man. So
Yeah, so we go, so we try to rock on. Atlanta Falcons fandom, yeah, that's right. Atlanta Falcons fandemic says Let me get this up here. Although the cap has been risen, the question is, can the Cowboys leverage 2 QBs making that kind of money? Because you're gonna still have to pay the other QB, and that's something that I think that's kind of getting lost in the lost in translation. Yeah, there you go.
Let me
I couldn't
rebuttal
think.
against that, okay?
Hold on for a second. Then TW says Mahomes, Brady, Bradshaw, Aikman, multiple Super Bowl winning QBs are rare. Many are called, few are chosen. Ooh, man, that's kind of rough right there.
No, it ain't. It makes sense.
And then, wow. Motortown Dirty said, "What's up, fellas? Want to give him a shout out real quick."
What's up? What's up?
And then TW follows up by saying, "That's why
Now,
he gets those results. Just sign them and stop being Real Housewives of Dallas Beaches."
all right, behave.
Just go ahead and sign
Be
them.
nice, man.
All right, a couple more, and then we're gonna go back to let Ron speak real quick. Okay.
Let me rebuttal what's been said.
Okay, hold on, just a few more
Finish the
pops.
comments first. Pop. You finish it.
Al Fever says, "Fam, what's good? Welcome in, Al. We appreciate it. And then John Higgins says, he's just laughing at that comment. Let's see what else TW has to
John,
say.
you ain't gonna sit there. You just gonna laugh, bro.
Let's see what else.
I know.
See what else TW got to say real quick.
Okay.
If I can find his comment. Yeah. So he says, yeah, Falcons don't want Dak. Chiefs, Bills, Bengals, Lions, Jaguars.
Oh, that ain't so.
Shit. Nobody wants Dak except Dallas.
Hey.
Yeah, when he said that earlier, I was like, there might be some
Oh,
teams
no.
out there.
But that's not true.
That's not so, dog. Falcons already put their head in the bag. You wrong, bro.
That's not true. Like it'll be a lot of teams
Yeah.
that are market for Dak. If Dak becomes
Yeah.
available, trust me, they'll be.
Now I will say
You got
this.
too much on the pop.
I don't think that every team would want him, but there'll be a good handful of
you
teams that want
crazy.
him. There'll be a good handful of teams that want him. You know,
I'm on.
maybe 50-50. I'll give you that, Steve. I'll give you that.
There
Yeah,
ain't no team out there turns that.
I say one out of every two. Okay, go ahead, Ron.
What draft pick is that rough?
I'd say
Third.
mid to late
Third.
second, maybe.
Dak Prescott.
Third.
Mid to late second. Mid to late second.
Yeah.
Mid to late second.
I'll give Dak
Mid to late second.
a second and 2/3.
Yeah.
Okay, so now
Yeah.
I'm on the.
And that's no slight on Dak. See, people think you're slighting on Dak.
On the only reason they're getting the 2/3 is
Y'all
because
are so wrong,
Dak
man.
is getting up there in age. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
I want to ask y'all.
Good point. Good point.
I can't talk. I'll tell you wrong.
Do you
No,
think
I'm
it'd be cheaper to get Deion Sanders' son or to pay that?
Deion Sanders' son. Deion Sanders, he has not proven himself at all. I mean, he's not even in the league yet.
Wait a minute. Answer the question. Did they trade all the way up and get him, or they keep that?
It's not going to be cheaper to keep Dak. They're going to have to. Here's the bottom line: what we're saying. If they keep that, they're going to have to pay
Yeah,
Dak.
you got to either pay Dak or you
Or
got
let
to
him
let Dak walk next year.
Am I right, Steve?
Absolutely.
Red. I mean, that's
last year of
That's
his
it.
contract. So you gotta make a decision. But
Right.
if he starts the season without a contract, I got a sneaky suspicion he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing,
Yeah.
Right.
and that's what I told him.
Well, he gonna go. He gonna be a free agent.
Yeah, because if they wait, then they pretty much saying that they want to see what he can do.
Yeah, and they want to test the
And
market.
if they get past
Yeah.
the first round,
And-
otherwise,
Honestly,
He's gone
if
pretty
Dak,
much.
If Dak go out this year, the way Dallas been doing him over the years, and the way he probably feel about Jerry personally, Dak probably say adios, man. Especially if he got a lot of other teams, vying for his service.
But
And
what
I don't
I'm
mean to
saying,
Go ahead, Ron.
you to trade that and get a couple.
Can't be
more.
traded. Can't be traded, bro. Get yourself together.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, Ron. Yeah. You can trade him. Yeah. He's
Can't be traded.
he still got value as anybody can be traded. I'm gonna put this out there.
I think he got a no trade clause in his contract.
Listen, let me throw this out there. Unless there is a no
Steve, I know
trade.
you wanted to say it, bro.
Listen.
See,
Unless there is a no trade
a
clause.
lack of
He's
knowledge.
got a
That's
no
all
trade
this
clause,
is.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
So this is a mute point.
Okay. But my point is this:
I might just let you come in.
any
Any
quarterback or any player, unless they have a no trade clause, we're just making this clear. So it's a mute point when it comes to Dak right now. But if Dak did not have a no trade clause, anybody can be traded. Anybody.
Right, of course. But you know what I think?
Now,
will
can
be
I
good?
say something?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Pops.
Guys, I'm going to let y'all know what Dak status is. Uncle Steve, you want to tell them? You want to do the honors? Do the honors, Steve. I'm going to let you do. You all get. Nah, bro, go ahead on. I know how knowledgeable. Go. I ain't saying. I'm gonna yield my time to Uncle Steve, y'all. That's the way they do it in government. I yield my time to the gentleman right here.
I'm about to disagree with you because
Okay, come on, let it go. I want to see what he gonna say.
That's what happens.
No, I want to hear what he gonna say. I'm important to see what he gonna say.
about
Dang.
a no trade clause. But if you're a player, and let's just say hypothetically, you could trade Dak Prescott to the New Orleans Saints. I would hate that, but trade him to the New Orleans Saints. If he knows that the Saints are in a situation where they might be able to pay him next year, he would waive that no trade clause.
There you go.
Go to the Saints, let them extend him, and move on happily. Here's what's not going to happen. You would be foolish if you're Jerry Jones to just let Dak walk.
Let that happen. Yeah.
Let him talk, Patrick.
You would be foolish as a businessman. So you would just let one of the top regular season quarterbacks just walk and hedge your bets on what, Carson Beck, Shedeur Sanders. Not saying that they don't have potential, but you're in Dallas. In Dallas, you got to have somebody stirring the pot real quick. You don't want to have Brandon Whedon back there, do you, Pops?
No.
You don't want to go back to the days of Jason Garrett, right? So you got to have somebody that stirs the drink.
Now let me rebuttal what you said. I'm gonna add on to what you said. Guys, listen to me. Now I'm gonna say some facts here. I know some of us live in a fantasy. That's just what some of us do. Dak can be traded, or Dak is gonna be his last year. Or right, I'm just gonna tell y'all like it is, and you're gonna say later on, you're gonna say Pop was right when it happened. Guys, Dak has put himself in the best position that any quarterback ever have in lifetime. On the other one quarterback that was just as good, that was Kirk Cousins. I'm just putting it to you now. Dak got a clause. He can't be traded. Don't say hypothetically. The man can't be traded unless Dak decide. That's the only way that can happen. Dak said today, if y'all listen, they said Jerry Jones. We had a video, but we couldn't get it going. They said Jerry Jones. They say, but this is Dak last year. So how do you feel about it? You know, Jerry said, who said it was his last year? He said, not where I'm sitting. It ain't. Now, I'm letting you know what he said. He said, not what I'm saying. He said, I'm not about to let Dak get away. Now, I know a lot of these, he don't mean that, but see, that's what the problem is. Y'all listen at what the owners say, and you guys will start disrespecting and say, well, they don't know. But I'm telling you what's going to happen. Dak Prescott told you himself,
Put that comment up.
I'm going to back clean up. I'm willing to do that. Back clean up means I'm not going to take as much money. I'm going to let Jerry get what he got to get. I mean, Dak said this. See, I'm going by what, see, guys, I'm believing Dak over all of y'all. I'm believing Dak. And Dak said, I'm going to back clean up. And see, what makes so bad about it, if you're a true Dallas Cowboy fan, you pay attention to what's going on. And every season, every year, Jerry Jones does this. We don't how to take any people in the free agents. I don't know why y'all keep saying they didn't get this. They don't never how to get any free agents. They just don't do that. They don't spend big money on nobody. That's the Cowboys' way. But all of you still fantasize and saying, well, they didn't get nobody. Yeah, they got some people. I'm going to tell you this. Mark my word. That team they getting together right now, it's going to shut a lot of you up. I think they're better now than they were. That's just me. But a little birdie told me from Cowboy Land. They're watching these people. Y'all, don't worry about CeeDee Lamb. Don't worry about Dak Prescott. And forget about Michael. Michael's good, but Michael ain't got to be paid till next year. I keep telling you guys it, but some of you still say they can't pay all three of them. All this money that Dallas just got, and Jerry didn't spend no money free agent, right? Think about it. Jerry Jones is the richest owner in the business. Wait a minute now. Now, Big Dow said yourself, we didn't spend no money in free agent. All that money he's sitting on, guys. And he got rid of all those players. We got rid of a lot of players now. They're always in the millions, 10 millions and whatnot. He got rid of one of them was 50. He got rid of 8 people. They all was over 8 million. What do you think he done with that money? All I'm telling you now, I'm gonna sit back in the cut, not gonna sit on the word, but I guarantee y'all this. I'm gonna come back and say I told you so. Dak Prescott already said what he gonna do. Dak gonna come back and prove to you guys that he can get a Super Bowl. And all of you keep saying, he ain't gonna get no Super Bowl. You don't know what you're talking about. You can't predict the future. Well, just say he haven't been going to the Super Bowl. That would be a smart thing. But to say he'll never get it, my Bible tell me, I'm just going to say a little bit, whatever so a man think, so should he be coming. That's all I'm going to say. Go ahead.
He's not getting that with Dallas. I'm saying it. And
course
I've been
you would.
saying it.
He's
But-
not. He's
but
not.
what I'm saying is this. Right before Uncle Steve said that, I was just fixing to say, I can see Dak going to like New Orleans. I would hate to say that. Or I can see him going to like Denver. Somebody like that. I actually think those would be some good spots. Or maybe even Tampa.
Here-
Baker Mayfield
yeah.
don't work out.
And
That's,
here-
why, that's why you're not the owner of that.
and this will- and this will show you-
I get what
this-
you're saying, but Dad, you just talked for a whole 10 minutes. Let me say something for a second.
Well, I didn't mean no harm.
I get it.
Go ahead on.
I get it, but I'm just saying. Now, that's what I was saying. Like, it's a couple places that he can go. That's my point I'm making.
Steve.
But anyway,
Okay, comment right here. Look, this is gonna sting.
I want me no harm. I just want to get.
All right, but
It sounded like you did.
all right, listen. Not taking
I said his son. let you
not
talk
taking
for
absolutely
10
taking absolutely nothing away from Dak's abilities, but he's done as a Cowboy trying to win a Super Bowl. These are opinions. Everybody's entitled to them, but they're legitimate gripes, and a lot of people feel this way, and that are not necessarily biased. Dak won't win a Super Bowl at all. This is what John Higgins says. And then right after that, you got I ain't gonna read all that, but then
No, read the comments. You want to read the comments so bad?
I ain't
Read the
reading that.
comments.
That's a conflict.
No, you can't skip, pick, and choose the
But you
comments.
don't wanna read it, it's
If you
okay.
don't read the comments, you
It's-
read
it's
them. That's
okay
how
if you don't
works.
wanna read it,
Or you're
guys.
showing favoritism. That's
Brett,
how it
no,
works.
no. That's the comment you asked me about. So
Yeah,
it's-
but read the
it's in a-
comments. Go straight
Read the
down.
comment.
All right, so Brandon
Don't be
says.
scared. Don't
Brandon
be scared.
says,
Yeah.
you know what? You want it?
Yes. Read the comments.
You know what this is gonna do, right?
Read the comments.
Can I go back to
We
it?
all gotta have tough skin. Read.
I
the
gotta go
comments.
back to it. Let me go back to it. Let me go back to it, okay? Because that's gonna be a whole nother sidebar. Brandon says, and that's why y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. I put up the wrong comment. Dang, I got off track. Give me just a second.
Don't be so hype.
One second.
But that other one you had.
Yeah, I was trying to find it right. There we go. Right here.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one, right? Is that right, Steve? Yeah.
that's the one.
Yeah, so let's not act like Dak wasn't blowing up stats during garbage time prior to slaughtering tomato cans. In other words, 500 and below teams. And this, Pops, this is true. We can't deny this, Pops. The only
I'm not
five.
saying anything.
Okay, Dak can get you there, but then there's the ceiling. Maybe, but maybe not elsewhere though. Maybe change the scenery. That's his whole. That's what he's been consistent on that point. Right. Brandon is saying he's not. It's just maybe he just needs to change the scenery. And then let's see. I'm trying to think. There was another one I wanted to read.
Come on, you
This
ain't
one
got
is
him
skipping
looking
through
for
comments.
them? You looking for the comments, dude?
Yeah.
No.
Bruh,
Trying to find. Steve, he's trying to find something.
This the
bad
bottom
to talk
line.
about.
All
You
right,
gonna
now-
read the comments
now-
like you've always done. Go
All right.
straight down.
Now, he
Don't
can't- yeah,
pick and choose.
He
on
wants the
comments.
comments that's gonna make Dallas sound bad. So when you
All right,
y'all got,
no.
I don't play that.
All right, here we go.
Read
Here
them
we go.
as you come,
Here
dog.
we go.
Hold on.
Here we go.
We all got thick skin. We are grown men.
All right,
Read the
now-
comments,
Personal
bro.
stuff
If
right
you're
there.
not gonna do it right, then don't do it at all.
That's what I don't like. Personal
All right.
stuff.
Like they said on the 5 heartbeats. If you're
All
not
right.
gonna do it right, don't do it at all.
All right, Raviol Sumter says the guy in the black and the royal blue shirt simply talked too damn much and cuts everybody off. Are you happy?
Okay.
Yes.
All right, no. I'm gonna finish the comments. I'm gonna finish the comments.
Yeah, finish.
You get a chance for button just a second. Travis wanted this. I tried to skip over and come back to it later. Travis made me read it,
No,
Pops.
because we don't ever
We
skip
see
comments.
it. We see it.
We never skip
And then,
comments.
but he followed up by saying, "I swear I mean no harm." That's what he said.
Of
And-
course you don't. That's
Well, I don't think you
that's
mean
like
no-
cussing a man out in person. You say I don't mean no harm, but you cuss him out.
But he didn't cuss you out. He was just.
No, that's a pickup speech, bro.
I know, but
Yeah.
That's all it is. But don't go nowhere, bro. Pop gotta talk with you. You can't pee on me and telling me it's raining. This is Pop you talking to. But I love
That's
you,
why I
bro.
said we all grown. We got thick
Yeah.
skin. We can handle it.
It's
Yeah.
cool. It's all good.
Atlanta Falcons pandemic says,
Patrick was tap dancing around
Yeah,
the comments
we
like the
we trying to
late
get him to say
great
it.
Gregory Hines.
So he's the guest, and we want everybody to be.
Although Parsons isn't due till next season, you still have to consider what you're willing to pay Dak, because you got to still pay Parsons. You still got to pay a couple other people. Okay, you know that, right, Steve? I mean, you still got to pay. You still got to pay everybody else. John Higgins III says, and I'm gonna quote this: "A QB that loses playoff games The trade will have to be for a fourth because of the playoffs record and losing to the better teams in the league. That you got
to trade him for more than a fourth though.
I would say
Now going
second or
to
third. But here's the thing about it. That's like having a monkey on your back that you got to shake off, right? For Dak, it is above 500 teams during the regular season, and it's playoffs. Like until you change that narrative for yourself, right? That's all. That's what you're hearing from multiple fans, right? And to me, that's not hate. It's just
no, it's not hate. It's just facts. And the point is, when Dak gets to the playoffs, he ends up against elite competition all the way across the board. That's why he struggles. When he's playing regular season, he's not playing elite competition the whole season. That's why he looks so great. So he gets exposed when he gets in the playoffs. That's right. The point.
And TW says, and why would Dak agree to be traded to the Saints? I hope he stays in Dallas, gets paid, and send Dallas to cap purgatory. I'm done.
And listen, I wouldn't want him to come to the Saints. I'm just saying that would actually be a good spot. David Carr get him out the way, and you got Spencer Rattler, but Dak, you take them over either one of them. I'm just saying.
Got Olaf and what's the guy that just re-signed for one more year on there, and then the big boy tight end. That Saints would be
might not be bad.
But that's right.
And I would hate that for our division.
And Uncle Steve, everybody, Pops, Uncle Steve, Red, Ron, wouldn't you agree that isn't that part of the risk? You pay the money, and then what if it doesn't pan out? All that cap space tied up, right? I think that's what he meant in his comment by cap purgatory.
All right, Sean, appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate you coming through, Sean. Appreciate that.
See Matt Ryan in 2018 when you signed, and then you locked up Matt Ryan and Julio. You couldn't pay anybody.
Yeah, that's right.
Basically restart.
That's right. That's true. And Red, you just said that's Pops, Raphael. What's crazy? The guy in the black shirt and the navy blue hat. Anyway, Brandon says, and I'm almost through the comment.
He's learning you today.
Yeah.
He gonna learn me to look good, and I'm gonna introduce myself to you. Hang around, bro. You gonna know who Pop is. I hope I love him.
He thinks he's too good for me,
yeah,
Priest.
I know. That man in the blue. That man in the blue.
In the royal, he said the royal.
Yeah,
shirt.
he cussed him off. He said cuss word, and I'm a man of God too. So you gonna get the
Pops.
No, it ain't like that. We're all talking right now.
Look, we're
all talking right now, bro.
And Brandon said, "I love you, Pops." Y'all gotta understand.
I love you too.
Sorry, man. And Brandon said, and that's why y'all have the results y'all been getting, and it's almost like Jerry just happened to catch lightning in a bottle years ago, and he's just an average Joe owner who knows how to manipulate a fan base and stay rich.
Jerry Jones one. Jerry Jones
No. You can't talk if I can't talk while you talking. You mean tell me you can come in and tell me
let's wait, Trav. Let's wait.
See what I mean? Pop can't say nothing because I'm a Cowboys fan, but he can cut in and tell me, and nobody
said that. He stopped.
No, you cut him off.
Did you not pause?
See what I mean?
Wallace Smith, what's going on, Wallace? Welcome to
I'm serious.
What was that, bro?
Because you cut him off.
Bro, he stopped and paused. That's when I
did.
It's like it's like hopscotch on your show. You got to get it in where you fit in, man.
Yeah. Wallace Smith said it doesn't matter how much money Jerry Jones has because the salary cap is the issue, and we've all said it. Steve, Red, Ron, myself. You still got to pay everybody. You know, everybody's still got to get paid.
Jump in here if you want to say something, boss.
And Red Rose said, "Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it." Super with that ring.
Let Pops rebuttal.
All right, go ahead, Pops.
Well, see, I'm trying to be humble about it.
Yes, sir.
But this never gonna get his stuff. See, I know you do that on podcasts you go to, and if you want to be a singer, go join up some kind of singing group. Now, what I'm gonna say is this: Pop gonna keep it real. I'm old school, guys, and the guy that was talking about my blue shirt. At least you know what color I got on, okay? Now, that's cowboy, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you something. I understand what you say when you say Pop cutting. One of the guys is doing that. You know what? We do this all the time, bro. We keep it real. And the reason I cut in with these guys, because they do it to me. But I'm Pop. I'm Papa Bear. If I got something to say old school, and I'll be the same way if I was sitting there in your face. If I got something to say, I'm going to say it. Now, I don't cut them off. But see, I'm the only cowboy fan sitting here. So, due process, bro, I got to say something. So every time I say something to him, you're going to see me as cutting them off because you don't want to hear what the Cowboy fan got to say. Most of you don't like Cowboy fan. But guys, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Here go the real truth. Y'all singing songs, you shooting marbles, you hopscotching around, you on a merry-go-round having fun because it's cowboy time to down them out. You know what, guys? You can talk all you want to. You guys say, "Oh, I'll give a fourth rounded." Dak Prescott's a franchise quarterback. You can say what you want to say. If this guy go, it's gonna be a first and maybe 2 or 3 seconds. I guarantee you, Dak Prescott, you're not gonna let Dak Prescott walk, and you ain't gonna get him with a fourth rounder. Dak Prescott right now, you put his status against any quarterback in the business. And hey, for those of you that said, "Oh, he's playing in the low 500 team," a good football team supposed to whoop you know what out of a team that ain't good. They doing what they supposed to do. A good team will dog a little team that ain't good.
I agree.
So Cowboys supposed to do. No, I'm gonna preach. You keep talking about we playing 500. Jerry Jones, they say, "Give me this team to play." Give me this. They say, "Bring them on."
Rest in peace, Michael.
Now Dak Prescott, he doing exactly what he's supposed to. Whoever he play, if you ain't good enough to get in front of the Cowboys, they gonna moralize you. So don't be talking about and one of those teams will be the best team in the NFL. They say the Eagles the best team in the NFL at the time. How did the Eagles play against us?
But here's the difference.
Wait a minute, now you cutting me off. No, I'm gonna finish this out.
All right, go ahead.
The bottom line is this: you talking about we all the 500? No, all them teams we played wasn't 500 teams. And Dak Prescott, as long as I remember, he didn't play defense. Our defense could stop a nosebleed. But you guys keep saying Dak the reason we losing. No, it ain't. He threw a few interceptions, yeah, but he still got less interceptions than all the quarterbacks put together out there during regular season. But you say, well, he threw a few interceptions. What was our defense doing? We didn't even have linebackers. So I tell you what, we got linebackers now. And the man that went to Washington, he wasn't planning on trying to win that thing. All he planned on is getting out of there. Because we never changed up our defense. Y'all didn't notice when we played, he never did anything to change up and stop it. But I tell y'all this much. All of you that keep talking about Dak Prescott, you don't want to give him his props. Y'all know what? Keep talking. So when Dak when he get in the Super Bowl, you guys are going to have nothing to talk about. And that's all you got to go on. He ain't a good playoff. That's all you got. But all the quarterbacks y'all just named, Dak got more wins than they got. And most of them don't even get to make it to the playoff. I would have a quarterback that get me to the playoff every year. Then some of your teams don't even make the playoff. And those are the fans that's talking about us. And you don't even make it to the playoff. You mean to tell me you're going to have a quarterback that don't get to the playoff instead of a guy that does? Guys, something twisted here. Some of you teams don't even make it to the playoff. And you're sitting there talking about Dak Prescott. Keep talking. Dak going to show you. And talking about him walking and all that. We're going to see who's going to be right about that. We're going to see what's going to happen. And I'm going to come back and finish talking to y'all when this happens, what I say going to happen. Jerry Jones know what he's doing. Then you're talking about Jerry Jones just, what is it about? What did he say a while ago? Something about him being around the way, a not so good of an owner, whatever. Just, man, before Jerry Jones got the Dallas Cowboys, their season was 0. You got to understand that now. When he got that team, he was a Russian team in the NFL.
One thing I will say about Jerry Jones, he keeps Dallas Cowboys relevant.
But Jerry Jones ain't no smart, ain't no dumb man.
I will say
you can bet against Jerry Jones if you want to. But all of you that got that hate for Dallas, when we played y'all team, what happened? Let's talk about that a little bit.
Right. Well,
all of you that talk about how bad we are, what happened when we played y'all? If you beat us, touche. But it's a good chance most of you team that played us, we probably don't.
All right.
And I ain't gonna say no more.
All right, now comments. Back to the comments.
You won the team that got beat, you need to stop.
I will say this: if you have one of the teams that got beat, they're probably a sub 500 team. The difference between a good team is going to slaughter below 500 teams,
as they supposed to.
But a great and an elite team is going to beat everybody else that's above 500, and they're going to be around.
And we did, Patrick.
They're going to be around the 700 to 800, maybe even 900, depending on the team. They're going to be 0.7, 0.8, 0.900 because they're beating all of the other 500 teams.
Cowboys team.
So the Cowboys, by your logic and your argument, the Cowboys is a good team.
It's a great team.
No, the great teams beat the rest of the. If you're a great team,
Kansas City is a great team.
Yeah, if you're a great team, you're gonna beat.
San Francisco is a great team.
Yes, they're gonna beat. You're gonna beat most of the other above 500 teams. If you're an elite team, you're gonna beat just about everybody. Dallas did neither one of those, so they're a good team. And I hate to say that may sting a little bit, but that's the truth. Back to the comments.
Who was the Eagles? Who was the Lions? Who was the Jets? I mean, that's some team that was over 500. What are you talking about, man? Because you're not listening to what you're saying.
Jerry Jones is not the richest owner. Okay. Okay. All right.
If you say so.
Uh,
His franchise is way up there, bro. He's way up there. And I would say that makes him
yeah.
rich.
The GOAT Fire Starter says the pressure, then he says facts. And then he says he is bum against the competition.
Oh, God. 5 rings, but he's just the bomb.
No, you talking about Dak.
I'm talking about Dak Prescott.
I'm talking about the Cowboy team.
No,
And
he's talking
then-
about Dak, though.
And that's just like me saying we got 6 rings, but 4 of the rings are so far removed from current playing right now.
Bro.
Even as a Steelers fan, I say that.
Bro, if you say
Because that's a different conversation. The Packers smoked y'all's boots and made Starry organization rethink paying Dak.
You know, and comedy is
And that's
good,
true.
but you know what, guys? I don't find it funny.
Jordan Love and them boys,
It's called we lost.
they thrashed y'all.
That's all it is. We lost the
Y'all
game,
got-
and that was last year.
Yeah.
This year it starts off.
Listen. That's what have you done
Some
for
of
me?
you guys living in the past
Janet
too
Jackson
much.
said this. What have you done for me lately? That's the last thing that we saw from every team last
Let
year.
me tell you what we done for
So
lately.
until this
12 and 5 and sometimes 13. That's what we done lately.
until we see this year and it starts, all we got to go off of is what the teams did last year. Red,
That's all we
Ron,
got. That's all
Steve,
we
am I
got.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to, I was trying to listen to Pop's soliloquy he was giving a second ago.
Well, it is what it is. All I expect is fact. That was facts what I said.
Hold on. Okay, all right, Pops, I got some gray hair too now.
It's okay.
Let me.
I got more.
Let me get in here a little bit. Dallas beat 2 winning teams last year.
They beat 3.
Pops. Come on now.
I just want to let him know. Think about what you're saying.
Winning teams, unless you want to call the 1-0 Jets a winning team. They beat 2 winning teams. I'm looking right at it. I'm not saying you play who's on your schedule. Don't get me wrong. You have to play who's on your schedule. But I just don't want you to have this huge delusion.
It's
that
not a
the
NFL, bro.
NFL
It's
that
opinion.
you have this huge illusion
It's okay. Let him talk.
that the NFL is scared of the Dallas Cowboys. For the last 30 years, we have watched the ifs, ands, and buts of Jerry Jones. Is he entertaining? Yes. Does he pay a lot of money? Yes. But for the most part, Dallas Cowboys are the biggest. They have been Charlie Brown trying to kick that football longer than the Falcons. The Falcons have been to the Super Bowl twice since Dallas has been to the Super Bowl. That's embarrassing for a helmet that has a star on the side. Brother, I
Are you done?
hope for your sake
No,
that
because he's still
Dallas
talking.
does come. I really
Patrick,
do.
I want you to stop, okay?
But
We
but
want
at
you
the
to stop,
same
Pops.
time- And at the same time, I just want you to get a little grasp of reality
Okay.
that Dallas has played in a very poor division, with the exception of the last couple of years when Philly has been pretty decent. You've been feasting off the Giants and the Redskins / Commanders for the last decade and a half. And that includes Dak Prescott.
Are you
Let's
done?
not pretend that means that you're one of the best teams in the NFL.
I just don't want to cut him off. That's what I
If you
said.
were, you would get more than
Don't
past that first divisional game. You haven't. You haven't even been to a championship game in a long time. Falcons have been to more championship games than y'all have been in the last 30 years. So, I love you. You the man. But you gotta realize all that good
Okay.
bravado you have, brother, it's another overbearing Cowboy fan trying to tell the world
Oh, okay.
that we're
okay.
better than we are.
Okay.
But God
Let me
bless you.
let me rebuttal to you. God bless you. Right now, God ain't got nothing to do with what we're finna talk about right now. Okay, that's why cuss me out. They say I don't mean no harm. But Steve, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. No, wait a minute. Now I listened to you. I ain't said a word. See, now y'all say I cut you off. What it is, you guys don't like to hear Cowboys fans say nothing back. But bro, I respect what you said, and there's a lot of truth to what you said. But one thing you gotta understand. For you to say we just like we overrated and stuff like that. Now, do you really think I'm gonna sit here and let you say something like that and not rebut against you? Do you really think that's gonna happen? Now, if I came, and I'm gonna be straight with you right now, all that stuff you just said, that's just your opinion. Because a lot of them think like you do. but there's some of us that don't. Now, just because we don't agree with something you said, that doesn't mean we're wrong. It doesn't really necessarily say you're all right either. But the Cowboys is an NFL professional football team. A lot of you like to hang on. They not going to the Super Bowl. And that's all you got. And a lot of you say, well, y'all play all them teams that ain't sub 500. Guys, you know what? Y'all got to get out of that. Back in the day, nobody talked like that. A team was just a team. But not this new generation, all they talk about is that ain't a good. All of them the professional football team. All of them get paid big money, more than we all ever see in our lifetime. So please don't tell me, are y'all playing sub 5? No, that's the NFL football team. Somebody got to lose, somebody got to win. But the Dallas Cowboys, you can say what you want to say. But they the winningest team right now in the NFL. Now I know you don't want to say some old madness about it, but then you go start comparing Falcons to the Dallas Cowboys. Bruh, in your fantasy, in your wildest fantasy, no one's gonna try to compare no Falcons to the Dallas Cowboys. Only people like you will do that. So I'm gonna say this right now. Now the Cowboys, no, we don't. And you said something a while ago. We ain't never see. We have played to the second round before. I know you probably forgot that, didn't you? So we did get to the second round a couple times. No, we really did. So don't sit there and say we ain't never got to the second round, because we have. But let me finish. You cut me off. I listened to you earlier. Just let me finish, bro. Let me finish. You can say when I get to, because I listened to you, bro. I didn't even cut you off.
Pop.
No, say Pop. I listened to him. Now you gotta listen to me. It's two grown men talking. Come on now. So you want me to just sit back in the cut and not say nothing? Everybody watched me sit there and took everything you said with a smile. Now you can't sit there and take what I gotta say. No, I know you didn't mean no harm by that. I know that.
You said you interrupted him 3 times.
You did, Pops. Well, about 5
All I
times.
said is yes or no. That's all I said. But you know what? Bottom line is, I'll be quiet and let you talk. Because if you want me to let you talk, but see, you was saying what you thought, and I took it.
You just
Hey,
misrepresented.
come on, Patrick, let me finish. Come on, man. What? You know what, guys? If y'all don't want the Cowboy fan to have nothing to say, I'll do that. Because this is what this look like. But you know what? It's Pops in here, bro. This is our show. I'm not going to sit here and not say anything.
Brandon said send the link.
Come on, guys. I'm not. You wouldn't. All I was trying to do is rebuttal what you said, Steve. And I come in a couple times, but it wasn't to cut you off. I just said something like, oh, yeah, okay, you're right. That's all I said. But you know what? All I'm telling you is that all that stuff you saying, a lot of that stuff just your opinion. But you can't compare the Atlanta Falcons with the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know who would do that.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
That was foul. That was just,
Well,
when
I'm
you
just
did
saying.
that. Come on, Pat, I'm gonna finish this. When you did that, that's when you stepped way out.
No, he didn't step out of line.
No, yes, he did.
I can't even say.
That's my opinion, okay?
Okay, that's my point. That's his opinion. That's your
So you won't cut me off
opinion.
like that.
No, but he's not out of line.
Hold on, guys. Hold
And
on.
he said that they've been to the Super Bowl twice
Can I say something?
more recently than y'all, and y'all
Yeah, you
haven't.
still cut me off.
Can I say something, guys? Can I say something, please?
Yeah, so you
Now,
gonna tell the man he's out of line for his opinion, though?
Can I say something?
That's just my opinion, though. I listen to him.
Man,
Can I say something?
Patrick, you wrong,
Yes,
man.
Travis.
Guys, it's all opinion, but
yeah.
I get what both Uncle Steve and Pops is saying.
But-
Pops is saying he shouldn't compare Falcons to Dallas because they had more success overall, and they got 5 rings. So I get that.
He know what I was trying to
But
say. All that
Uncle
stuff
Steve
was
was
irrelevant,
saying,
man.
Uncle Steve was saying we've gotten to the Super Bowl here in recent years before Dallas has,
And I understand
and
that.
With Dak Prescott and all the weapons they've had and all this, so
Yes.
I understand both.
But I
sides.
gave him props for that.
Right.
Yes.
But he didn't remember, when you got to the Super Bowl, how did you fare?
And then the other thing is this too is
Jesus,
and
I would not do
Uncle
that.
Steve was trying to say that you misquoted him on
was
something.
bad.
He was trying to say you misquoted him on something he said, and it.
trying to crack on the low
I'm not trying to crack. I'm just saying you got to the play. You got to the Super Bowl. But what?
did.
3 to what now?
We get it, man.
Jesus.
23.
That's the most
Pop.
embarrassing Super Bowl nobody want to think about it.
Yeah, but my
Why
yeah,
talk about you went
but-
and we talking about 3 to what? 20?
But you got to
30
Super
something?
Bowl. Y'all got to Super Bowl against.
3.
I wouldn't even talked about that.
They just
Dog.
came back and won, and we lost in embarrassing
Y'all
fashion.
listen.
We got it.
But y'all got y'all
You bring it up, I'm going.
Y'all were leading the game against us in the Super Bowl and lost. Y'all were leading against San Francisco in the Super Bowl. I mean, against whoever they lost to. I can't remember what it was. One of them AFC teams they lost to in the 90s. Oh, and they had a chance to get 4. I can't remember who it is now. So everybody's going to the Super Bowl and lost.
The only reason we didn't
Okay,
get,
the Steelers have gone and lost.
But
The
basically,
only reason we
what
didn't
he's
get
saying
4
is-
was because Jimmy Johnson quit.
Basically, what
If
he's
he
saying
never
is
quit with a guy.
they got 5 rings and they got more success at winning than we do. So to
everybody
compare-
know that.
So to compare Falcons to Dallas,
That's what I was trying to say.
Well,
That's why I told you it was wrong.
and again,
Don't do that. You
he's-
might get away with that.
he's not wrong because-
I was just trying to tell you that's a wrong comparison.
He's not wrong because
Yes, it is.
You're getting further and further
Steve
removed.
know what I was saying. Don't say what I'm doing. I'm just
You're
speaking my opinion
you're
too.
getting further and further removed from that lack
Patrick,
from the
Even Travis agreed with
what do
me
you
on
call it the prestige
I'm saying I
of
can
Super
see- I
Bowl
can see-
that. That was a
winning
bad comparison. That's what I was saying.
because
I see both of y'all
points.
points. I see both of y'all.
That was just a
points.
bad comparison,
Yeah,
bro. It
because-
really was.
because here's the thing about it. At the end of the day,
Patrick's a hater. He gonna say what
y'all
he
are getting
can.
further and further removed from the prestige of winning the Super Bowl and being competitive like that because it's as time goes on that gets further and further in the review and it becomes more of a blur and
Patrick, that's crazy.
a conversation of folk time than anything. Whereas at least with the Falcons, do they have more overall winning success? No, not overall, but recently, contemporarily, now in the last decade and a half, maybe decade and a half, the Falcons has had more success in getting further in the playoffs and getting to the Super Bowl.
No.
And they've gotten to 2 AFC championships also.
You gonna get the YouTube took down, bro. And I told you about
So, so with that being said,
And keep in mind, yeah, I'm not foolish. Nobody's trying to compare the whole franchise.
But that's what you
history
did.
Of the no. Okay, now you'll say you didn't interrupt me.
My bad. Man, I'm just saying that's what I thought you was
There
doing.
you go again. You gonna let me finish?
But go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. I was just.
I appreciate it, my friend. So what I'm saying is, I was really more talking about. I understand what you were saying, Patrick. I wasn't saying in the whole era of the Falcons. We've only been around 60 years. Steelers been around 80. Dallas been around probably 70. I'm saying in the last 30 years. Would y'all consider that an era?
Well,
Y'all
you didn't make
consider
yourself
that
clear,
an
bro.
era?
Since you asked, I can say you didn't make yourself clear. You should have made that clear. It's your bad.
Yeah, that's why I said, Uncle Steve, I can see
You didn't make it clear, bro.
both of y'all points. You're saying now, like we've been there as of late.
But
like
you didn't
the
say
last
that
couple
specifically a
years.
while ago. You should have made it
I
clear.
understood what he was saying.
Yeah,
That's what
but he still made it clear now.
he said it. He said that specifically earlier.
But you did say it yourself
But I
that you
understood
didn't
what
mean
you
it
were
that
saying
way.
also. That's what I'm
Uncle
saying.
Steve said that specifically earlier.
Patrick, we classified it. We
Started
classified
the
it.
last 30 years. When I put that parameter there of 30 years.
Okay,
nobody's
and that makes
talking
sense.
about
That makes sense.
But that's why I started. Nobody's talking about Troy Aikman. Nobody's talking about Roger Staubach back in the 70s. Nobody's talking about that. I'm referring to recent history. Now, to Travis's point, I'm not trying to say even overall we have a better regular season success than the Dallas Cowboys.
That's all I was saying.
But I think look, you yard hard for the Cowboys. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm just
There
saying.
is a little bit of sprinkle of pixie dust where you guys have this inflated thought of what Dallas is in the NFL. Y'all still living off of Michael Irvin and Troy Aikman and Daryl Johnson and all of that. You're still living off that. And I'm gonna correct you on your own Cowboys. It wasn't because Jimmy Johnson quit. Barry Switzer won one of those Super Bowls. So let's make sure we give Barry Switzer his love.
Okay.
I'm just saying in recent history.
Okay.
Nobody's afraid of Dallas.
No, I never said they were. I never said they was afraid. I never said that. I never said that, Steve, that nobody was afraid. I didn't say that. I never even said that. But I will say this: it was because of Jimmy Johnson left. If Jimmy had stayed, they'd have won that next one. Ain't nobody in NFL would say that's a lie. If Jimmy had stayed, these boys up here on the table tell you wrong. If Jimmy had stayed, we wasn't gonna be defeated. Am I right
Yeah,
or wrong?
probably wouldn't have been.
Hey, I don't know why you said that, Steve. Jimmy Johnson was a catalyst to make us win. And when he quit, that's when we.
Switzer came in.
And Switzer came in off and Jimmy Johnson
pretty
team.
much was a real.
Yeah, I'm talking Jimmy Johnson.
He was a babysitter for that.
Yeah, that's what we saying.
That team was already.
That was babysit.
Listen. But this proves a point of another comment that was said earlier.
No, we just said it was Jimmy Johnson.
Is Jerry Jones that as great of an owner as we think he is? If he let Jimmy, if he caused such a rift with Jimmy Johnson that he let him walk, because wasn't there a story about he insulted Jimmy Johnson during a drinking party or something?
No. They insulted each other.
Okay, well, my point is the owner is supposed to be Yeah, the owner is supposed to be above.
They both should have been more
I
mature.
know, but my
They
point
both should
is,
have been drinking.
Jerry Jones being the owner should not have put himself in that situation.
Do you know what he said?
And stoop down to that level. It's neither here nor there.
No, it's important.
But listen, this is what I'm saying right here. You don't even know what they said.
Uncle
Steve, I think what you're trying to communicate with this mindset and this constant talk about the Dallas Cowboys and what they do this to themselves all the time. And you know what it really comes down to? This is what it comes down to. This is Dallas Cowboys.
Don't you bother to choose if it's just band music or rhythm and blues. Just go and listen. It'll start with a smile and won't wipe off your face no matter how hard you try. Your feet start tapping and you can't seem to find how you got there. Do you believe in magic?
Scooby-Doo-Bop. Scooby-Doo-Bop. Yeah, magic.
What was that?
Perfect.
Sorry.
Front runner.
I'm sorry, Pops.
No, it's okay. It's all good. But the bottom line is this is what I'm talking about. I have to continue with that. He cuts off, he plays the music when he get ready, and no one, I mean, it's all on him. But it's okay. I can roll with that. But it's all about opinion here tonight. No one's upset. We all just talking. But you guys, when Cowboy fans speak up, y'all say we in a world, or we in that, what you call it a while ago? You Cowboy. Don't do that. Y'all, when Cowboy fans speak up, what we supposed to do as fans? We supposed to be ride or die with our team. But you guys don't like it because when we losing, we still flood stadiums out. If the Falcons like that, y'all be a better team. When we losing, we still flood the teams. I'm being straight with you. Ain't no easy. Even when Cowboys lose, they got to be a witness.
Do you know what I
Even when Patrick, let me finish.
I'm sorry.
When Cowboys lose, we still flood the stadium. We Cowboys no matter what. And you guys don't like that. Y'all say we sick and we in a fantasy world, but we love our team and we stick about this when we lose it.
Did we lose, Red?
Cleveland Brown fans.
Yeah, he may be back. Yeah, go ahead.
No, not like Cowboys, they don't.
And Brandon, welcome to the show, by the way.
Yeah, get rid of it. If I can get rid of people in a minute.
I do know one thing I've noticed about Cowboys fans when they're taking the jabs to the face, the combinations, the body shot, and they get backed up against the ropes and they start losing the round. Is always a resort or default to something that is not on topic. It could be the money that they make, the cheerleaders, the size of the stadium, and like the most commercials. They sell the most merchandise. You know what I mean? Like it always resort, or they got the most fans. Like it always resorts to something that's off of the original topic. The original topic is this: Dak Prescott has not fully lived up to the expectations that were placed on him.
I think he has.
And that's just the bottom line.
Well, let me
Dak Prescott was.
I'm gonna rebuttal that, Patrick. You talk all night long.
Dak Prescott was. We let you talk for 10 to 15 minutes straight, Pops. Okay. I literally just started 30 seconds ago.
Go ahead, Patrick. Go ahead.
All right. Dak Prescott has not lived up to the expectations that were placed on him in the very beginning. A stellar rookie season, only second barely to Ben Roethlisberger by one game. So arguably the best rookie season in the history of the league. That's arguable, right? So going into the second season, you're thinking, man, these guys are going to win a Super Bowl within 3 years with that talent. They had Zeke Elliott, right? They had all these. They had Jason Witten. They had, what's the other receiver? Dez Bryant. Dude, the sky was the freaking limit. And then what do we get? Oh, okay, well, they fell short. They didn't make the playoffs. Okay, well, next year for sure. Then the next year, okay, well, maybe. Then they made the playoffs. Okay, it's going to happen.
Can I say this?
And then, hold on for a second. I'm almost done. So, here we go. 9 years later. 9 years later, with the talent that's come through that Dallas Cowboys organization. And they have not even scratched the NFC Championship round. Not even, 9 years.
Now, let me say this.
So with that being said, that is the issue. The issue is,
I told him, that's why I cut him off, guys. He ain't gonna stop.
The issue is this, and then I'm done, Trap, is Dallas Cowboys cannot accept the fact that when you point out something that an organization needs to improve on, they don't like it. I didn't use the word negative. They need to improve against above 500 teams. That percentage of winning.
Mug, boy.
And they, are you saying I've talked as long as Pops tonight?
No, I'm saying you long-winded.
You haven't talked longer than I have.
Talk
I've been cutting you
longer
off.
or whatever. You long-winded.
I've been
bro.
cutting you
Get
off.
to the
I ain't been
point.
talking. I've
Say
been
a
cutting you
point
off.
and move on. I'm here too, guys. Now, what I wanted to say was this: we can't just blame it all on Dak.
That's what y'all doing.
Is it safe to say that Dak's not the only reason this team is losing?
It is
because
the
in the
reason.
playoffs, Green Bay destroyed them on every level of the game: defense, offense, everything. So we can't just say it's just Dak. It ain't just Dak now. Is that fair?
Dak is supposed to put
quarterback.
He's a quarterback. He's supposed to put the team on his back, right,
I
Red?
get that, but it's a team sport.
But he had a chance to win the game. He had a chance to win.
He never had a chance to win that
We know
game.
it's a team sport, but we know who's gonna get the brunt of the blame every time.
I get it, but we can't just blame Dak and say he's the only reason why.
He's the main reason. He's the main
I
reason.
get it, but everybody is saying it like that.
If the Lakers lose a big playoff game, even though it ain't all LeBron's fault,
It's the main reason.
Basketball and football are two different sport games, though.
But it's the same premise.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. You just got 5 people out there playing basketball, man.
The brunt of the blame. No matter, it's not all their fault.
I get that. But what I'm saying is, we can't just talk about Dak like he's the main reason why this team is losing. Like the defense got to show up too. Like it's still a team sport at the end of the day. So we can't just put all the blame.
Throughout the years, Dak has had some awful playoff performances. That's why.
Yeah, yes, but I'm just saying, like, it ain't just him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now it's got a lot to do with Dak. Now I do got a lot to do with Dak. I'm not taking away from that, but I'm just saying, but he ain't the only reason.
Uncle Steve, go ahead.
He know all the reasons. Plus, it's the defense when they give up the points they do. But I'm saying when you look back and they start when the NFL punts start talking about focus on that one reason, they gonna always look at the quarterback first and look at the type of performance the quarterback had.
Of course.
I think that's a little unfair though, but it is.
But
let me say this: if I'm willing to talk, if I'm able to talk,
yeah. Well, Uncle Steve.
I mean, after Red get through, I mean, Red ain't done.
Let's let Uncle Steve one more real quick.
Let me speak this in because actually it's almost close to my bedtime. Let me speak this in. The quarterback is the most important position in North American sports. Name me a position in any sport in America that's more important than the quarterback position. You can't.
Boxing.
Don't even think.
Boxing. Because it's one-on-one. Because I'm a fighter. Okay. You say name one sport, it's boxing. Because it ain't with just 2 of you in the middle of that ring. That's one of the most important. That's probably the best. Because it ain't with just you and him. Ain't nobody else ain't no excuses with that one. Both of them quarterback. And that's the one that, I'm a fighter. That's why I told you. If it's one other, it'll be boxing.
Team sports. Team sports.
That's not true. But let's go back to my point. My point where Travis was talking about. The quarterback unfairly gets all the credit and unfairly gets all the right when you start talking about football. When we start talking about teams, nobody says Ezekiel Elliott is 30-0 or 30-10 on his team. They talk about the quarterback. They assign the wins and losses to the quarterback, no matter what. Here in Atlanta, we had a scrub last year who there were times that, I mean, the team actually looked not that bad, but he played like garbage and we won the game. But on his win-loss record, the quarterback gets all the credit. So to your point, Travis, I really do believe that, yeah, the quarterback, it's just an unfair world, man. The quarterback is going to get all the glory and then all the blame when you start talking about that. Fellas, I got to break out of here. It has been outstanding for a lot
Thank
of
you for tuning in.
Appreciate you coming by, brother.
A lot of the folks that connected up here off these now, y'all make sure y'all put a sub in.
We will. Sure will.
And do that. Everybody check you out. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all fellas be good, okay?
Appreciate you.
Thank you for tuning in, Uncle Steve, and everybody that came in with you.
Anytime, dog. Anytime.
Everybody that came in with him, thank you.
Come back in and fuss with me again. Now listen, guys, I'm gonna say this here about this here. All Dak Prescott fault. Guys, we didn't have no running game. They knew what gonna happen. We didn't have no running game. Now y'all keep saying, well, how can Dak Prescott be counted for not having a run? Any quarterback don't have a running game. Now I don't care who he is. You got to have some sort of a running game to keep them off that quarterback. We didn't have no linebackers. Everybody knows we was out linebackers. And I'm gonna tell, and we had two main people. Our main linebacker, our main cornerback was down. But the bottom line was this: I don't care how much Dak threw that ball in that playoff. If he didn't have no interception whatsoever, we wasn't gonna win that game because the defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. And I'm gonna say, and when your defense win games, they win Super Bowls. I don't care. We don't want to say defense want to win them Super Bowls. If you ain't got one, you ain't winning on Super Bowl. So somebody got to stop somebody from scoring.
Go ahead, Brandon.
I have a question. Now, based on what you said, at what point during last year did you realize this?
I got to say again, you kind of cut up a little bit.
He said, at what point last year did you realize that?
Realize what?
What you just said, that y'all didn't have a running game, y'all didn't have a defense, and didn't have this, that. What did you realize that?
We noticed it at the very beginning.
Yeah.
When Zeke and all of them was there, we were doing real good.
Your
The
phone.
first-
Yeah, Brandon dropped this. I'm sorry, Dad. I gotta say this stuff for you understand what's going on. Brandon dropped his phone, guys, so his video is messed up, and I think it's affecting your audio too, Brandon, because you're kind of breaking up.
We noticed it when they got rid of Zeke, and that's when everybody said, "Let Tony Pollard run." Let Tony. When they got rid of Zeke, our running game it disappeared. Everybody, as long as Zeke was there, we was winning. But they got rid of Zeke. Tony Pollard was on his own. He wasn't the guy. He just wasn't the guy to do that by himself. A lot of people thought that until they got rid of it. That's why they got rid of Tony, because he just wasn't doing it, guys. He just wasn't. Now we noticed it as right there when they got rid of Zeke, and it was all on Tony. We noticed it then, Brandon. And I even said it when we get to. I even told the guy when we get to the playoff, that's gonna hurt us. I kept saying that, and it did. I started saying it then. It's gonna hurt us.
He said, "Okay."
Now you asked me. That's when I noticed it.
Now, he said that I will be. I can
Ask him what I asked. Tell him that.
vouch for him. He said that pretty early in the season because
I even told you, Brandon. I said, I said he gone. I said, that's gonna hurt us in the playoffs.
I say y'all tried to make Pollard that dude. And Pollard ain't that dude.
I told him about it. He wasn't.
Come back to hunt y'all.
Zeke was the reason he was running like he was doing. Zeke was beating them up. But Brandon, I even said it when that happened, bro. I mean, just
y'all still did enough to get to and win the playoffs and get to the playoffs. But once the playoffs start, that's when it.
I said it was gonna happen in the playoffs. I said, Brandon, I told him, I say, in the playoffs, it's gonna come back to haunt us, and it did. But they didn't have no running game. We just didn't have it.
I do remember. I do remember near the end of the season, I asked point blank, "Are y'all gonna make it to the Super Bowl as is right now?" And you said yes.
Yes. Everybody thought so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody said it. Even the NFL said it.
Yeah, this is every year for
we was picked one of the teams to go to the Super Bowl. The NFL done that.
My approach was show and prove it to me, more or less. So I let you say me, and I'm like, okay, me. This might be the season, but I digress.
And it's okay. That's your opinion. It's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
But
okay.
Yeah, your phone is breaking up, Brandon. We can barely understand what you're saying.
Yeah, try it again, brother.
Might be in a bad spot right now. Maybe you need to walk somewhere differently at the house or something. Could be it. Or it might just be your phone.
Yeah. Did we lose you?
He might be trying to find a better spot.
Yeah.
We're gonna wind down here shortly while Brandon's trying to work on his.
Come back in when you can, brother.
We will table the top 10 current quarterback discussion and the top 5 quarterbacks of all time discussion, and then we're going to talk about the top NFL rivals.
Training camp next week.
And then, of course, we're going to lead out probably with training camp because it is training camp the next 2 or 3 weeks. So,
Till then,
anything
else?
I think that
The only thing I got to say last of that is, guys, I'm a ride or die Cowboy fan. I love my Cowboy whether they win or lose. And when we win 12 games like that, I love that. Because I know eventually we keep getting close to the dance, sooner or later we're going to get in there. Y'all guys can see what you want to say. I'm a fighter. I'm a professional kickboxer fighter. And I'm telling you, I done been in the reverse of it all. And I'll tell you again, and I'm a football player. And I'm going to tell you again, I don't care who you are. Every dog has his day. And you people saying that ain't gonna never happen, you don't know what you're talking about. That's you hoping it never happened. Because you don't like it, because you don't think it, because you wish it. It don't mean it's not gonna happen. That's all I'm saying. And it will. It will.
What that comment say?
I don't even smoke, but somebody passed me a joint because Pop's tripping.
Pop don't drink or smoke. But that's just my opinion. That's what I believe. You can't disrespect the guy for what he believes now. You believe that it ain't gonna happen, and I'm not gonna disrespect you for it. But I just believe that he will.
Slim Dullah said
I'm
the Cowboys got 5 rings, but that was during slavery. Nobody talking about Super Bowls.
Watch about slavery.
No, Super Bowls no more. Jerry Jones hurt y'all more than he helped y'all.
That ain't nothing to joke about right there.
Dang, it was a joke about time frame.
Pops, yes.
I just said I don't like that joke.
I know it.
I'm sorry, old school.
Of course
I'm
you're not gonna like it.
I'm old school. I don't like the slave.
Talking about
joke.
your Cowboys, of course you.
No, the slave I don't like.
In the last 30
I
years,
say no more. I don't say
in
no
the
more.
last 30 years, the Dallas Cowboys have been a mediocre team.
Of
Pops
course.
can sit there and say what you want to say, yet franchise with all that hype should have won a championship before 30 years.
Don't worry. What's your team?
I think John might be a Falcon fan also.
What is your team? I don't know. Probably is a Falcon talking like that. What is your team?
Pop is hearing what he wants to hear. Steve
Don't do
said
it.
recent history 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes of Iran ago.
And you heard what I said 2 minutes ago, and I still mean it. Guys, you know what? It doesn't matter. If I don't believe what you believe, you can't fault me for that. Cowboys ain't no bad team. They ain't no fluke. 12-5. That's a record that probably ain't nobody gonna even touch. They do that every year. You gonna sit there and tell me Dak Prescott is not the best, a better quarterback, or not the best?
Slim Dullah said.
You can say what you want to say. 5-12, or 12-5. That's something that you ain't gonna holler be.
The last cheerleaders,
what you want to say.
the last cheerleaders who's on the last Cowboys Super Bowl team are all in nursing homes now. Let that sink in.
Well, I seen them in a game. They didn't look too bad. Even the old women looking good. I don't know what you looking at. I ain't seen a Cowboy cheerleader. Yeah, even the old one that looks bad. So I don't agree with you there either. No. I don't agree
Ooh,
with
the
that.
title has changed. Pops is the Bobby Brown of the group. Oh,
Who cares?
Who
Who cares about you talking about who I am? I know who I am.
That's the new guy. New guys on
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm on him. I'm letting him know I don't care what you say. If it's
Steve
something-
never said anything about Jimmy would lose. He said give Barry his props for winning.
You can't give him. He babysitting.
Yeah, he literally
He
babysitting.
babysitting. Talk all that madness.
That team was already.
They know if Jimmy Jones had been there, we weren't gonna lose. It's gonna be like 4 or 5 more games before we lose.
I mean, he won. I mean, I guess you can
Because
say
he babysitting.
he was the coach and he won. Give him props for that. But at the same time, we know Jimmy Johnson put that team together.
Anybody that sat there and say Jimmy Johnson when we lost him, they know we
like
gonna
when
lose.
Terry Bradshaw came out and said Mike Thomas,
Jesus, man.
babysitting for y'all,
A cheerleader.
which I didn't agree with.
Jimmy
Thomas
Johnson was the
actually
man now.
winning had a lot to do with what y'all.
Yeah,
winning games.
I didn't agree with.
Switzer was literally a babysitter.
Y'all know what Jimmy Johnson's nickname was. He had him perking so good. They called him what? Pig face Satan. That's what they call him.
Atlanta Falcons said
They were scared of him.
Atlanta Falcons Fandemic says Pops. That's the only thing you said tonight that I agree with. Jimmy Johnson was and is Dallas. Jerry's ego ruined everything.
Well, I didn't say Jerry Ego ruined it. I think they both was grown men. And they said they could have handled that different. They both got drunk. They went out to eat, and Jerry Johnson made a statement. Well, this team's so good that even a monkey could run it.
You found some new fans tonight,
And hey, that's what was said. And then
Pops
Jimmy
Ruffin.
took it raw.
He said it
Jimmy
David
took it raw.
Ruffin.
See, that's what happened, guys.
It got
And-
Pops Ruffin instead of David Ruffin.
hey, how Ruffin do it? You can't be me. It's all right. But that's what happened. They both got drunk, and then people drank. They not the best. Self.
Pops sound like he's still upset they let Skip Bayless go from Fox.
Man, listen. I can't stand Skip Bayless. Don't do that. Skip Bayless always said he was a Dallas Cowboy fan. He was never were. So I'm not
He
upset
probably
about
gave some
Skip
honest
Bayless.
criticism.
I hate anybody lose their job now. That make that clear.
The Cowboys are also a bigger market team, and that's true.
Big enough. They bet on all status. They the team, bro. Jerry Jones was saying stupid because he started getting limelight like he did. Everybody said that was stupid to get limelight. Not everybody's trying to do it.
I disagree.
Everything that Jerry does, they copy him.
Yeah, Slim Dullah said, I disagree. Dak Prescott is above average quarterback. Most teams are not going to get a Patrick Mahomes type quarterback.
He is a Patrick-like.
Most of your franchise QBs will be similar to a Dak Prescott.
Second MVP, bro.
Well, Dak is close to Mahomes now. He is. Mahomes.
The number says he is.
Mahomes just happened to get on a team, right spot, right time, perfect coach. Everything's perfect.
Look at all the team players he got.
If he would have went to a Jacksonville or somebody like that when he came out, or a Lions, he wouldn't have won no championships right now like he did.
That's
with Kansas
okay.
City. He got Andy Reid with Kansas City, bro. That's
Raphael Sumter said, y'all need family counseling.
No, nothing wrong with our family, bro.
It's a joke, Pops.
Hey.
It's a joke.
You ain't gotta give him the play-by-play, okay?
Yeah. Like I said, this is
okay, Pops.
For those of you that's new,
we do this all the time.
We're very passionate. This is barbershop talk about football. We talk in a way to where how you would hear it in the barbershop.
Yeah, or way we do it around the house.
Yeah, but we keep it real, and we're family. We're a real family. So y'all know how families are. We're passionate, but you know. Yeah.
Y'all gotta get. We're not like all these other podcasts.
Welcome to Pop Show.
We love to do that.
Welcome to Pop Show.
Well, it's called Pop in the Henry, brother.
Guys,
with it.
Guys, thank y'all for tuning in.
We just hope y'all enjoyed what y'all seen tonight. Our YouTube is at Pops the Henry Brothers 1997. Please go to our YouTube and subscribe. If y'all like what y'all see, like I said, we'll be on Facebook every Thursday at 7:30. We're trying to Thursday out. We usually be on Saturdays, but we're trying to Thursday out and see how it works out. And if Thursday don't work, we go back to Saturday. But right now, we're just experimenting. So, and we've been doing this for 10 years too.
And
so we're not new to this.
And don't take what I'm saying personal. I love to have fun. I love to cut up with people. I love to cut up with me. I'm old school. I love my Cowboys. So I'm not like these other fans, burning T-shirts and all that stuff. I'm not like that. I'm a true fan. A true fan don't cut up like that. I love my Cowboys, guys, you know. And just in case you know, I've been around a while.
On the social medias.
I've been around a while.
As far as YouTube. Version.
I'm probably older than most people on this set right now. No, probably older than most people that's out there right now that's talking. I look good, but I'm older than you think I am.
I was talking this way before we started.
Yeah.
Brandon, it's the last few comments before we hang it up. So Brandon said, so Pops, all y'all success came from Landry before Jerry and Jimmy Johnson. After Jerry came in, why hasn't he duplicated that success since MTV got popular in the 90s?
Do you know that the reason they got rid of him because his success wasn't all that good? He had a popularity with that hat and that straight up suit he had. And he had a few good times, but it didn't get good till Jerry came in. And they got rid of him. Now he was a popularity. He one of the most popular coach you ever see. And I give him this prop. When you think of the Cowboys, you think about him.
Pops,
but don't sit there and say they had better winnings than Jerry Jones did.
And Brandon said, Pops, y'all talk like y'all was the first team to win 5 Super Bowls. How everybody copying y'all?
Well, you said that. I didn't say that. You think something, then you try to apply it to me. Don't do that. Let me say it and then get on me. Come on, don't do that now. I didn't say that.
But guys, we're going to get back on starting off with training camp next week. Training camp being full effect because it just started and we didn't get to talk much about training camp at all today. Yeah. Because we got sidetracked like we always do. But we're going to get on that. And
we gained some fans, though, if you read that comment. He said,
come on back and take that
If football talk isn't like this, I don't want to talk with you.
That's right.
Well, Atlanta Falcons Fandemic, man. Follow us on Facebook, like I say, Thursdays at 7:30. You guys follow us, and like I say, our YouTube is at Pops the Henry Brothers.
Put it up there, Patrick.
1997. Put it in the chat.
It should have been put it up there.
Which one is it?
Please go subscribe our YouTube.
And Pop gonna be in real form next week. We got some stuff to talk about.
The Henry Brothers 1997.
And guys, I'm just passionate about my Cowboys. That's all you seeing. They ain't nothing personal.
And guys, we're all passionate. And I know it might look like we fight like cats and dogs, but at the end of the day, it's all love, man. Like this, we just passionate about what we're talking about. I'm passionate about my Falcons. Patrick is passionate about his Steelers, and of course, Pops is passionate about his Dallas Cowboys. You know, if you ever dealt with a Dallas Cowboy fan, y'all should be used to this. This is how they are.
But I think Pop's a little different.
Now some of them is a little bit more realistic than Pops could be. But
I'm just quoting facts, bro.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Y'all mad because the Cowboys are a good team.
Cowboy fans are a little delusional. Y'all know that.
Right.
Overall, I'm not saying all of them, but it's a lot of them.
But we are everywhere.
But now
we take over everybody's cities.
But it's also some Cowboy fans that will call out the stuff that goes on within Cowboy Nation, even though they're fans.
Yeah,
they
a lot of them not keeping up with it.
But a lot of them won't.
Calling Jack a bum. Come on.
And if you say anything that the typical fans don't agree with, then you're a hater. Which is crazy because you got your opinion. If you don't like Dak, you don't like Dak. You can be a Cowboys fan and don't like Dak and want another quarterback. There's nothing wrong with that. You have that right. You're paying money. You buy the merchandise. You come to the games. You buy tickets. You have that right. So there's nothing wrong with that.
And on the same bill, he just said, if you happen to like it, it's still cool.
Is it at Pops and the Henry Brothers 1997?
Yeah. You should know that, bro.
Don't get mad at somebody because
I didn't want to get it mixed up.
Don't get mad because somebody love the Cowboys. And if you don't like them and somebody else do, that's just opinion.
So guys, we need y'all to go subscribe right now if you can.
And come and talk with us a little bit.
At Pops, the Henry Brothers 1997. Patrick put it in the chat, I believe. You guys go subscribe right now, man. Like I said, I hope you guys like it. Hope you guys like what you seen. Want y'all to come back, man. Be regulars, man. Come back to us. You know what I mean? We're trying to build this platform up, and this is what we're doing. And then, like I say, if you guys want to come on, all you gotta do is say you want to come on. We'll send a link, get you on here. We can talk football, and we talk about everything NFL, not just our team. So you got your team, whoever your team is. You want to talk football? If you want to come on, say you want to come on. We'll drop the link, get you guys on here. We'll talk football.
It's barber talk. I mean, it's barbershop talk now. We get in there. We actually talk to you. We don't try to be fake about it. We just say what's on our mind and try to keep it close to the real if we can.
Last comment right here, and I'm gonna try to let it be last. I don't know how it's gonna go over, but Brandon says, first of all, I did put the link to our YouTube in the comments. Travis looking at it. Notice all Pop's facts are only positive about Dallas. If you add something negative, you're a hater. If you say something negative about Dallas, you're a hater.
Exactly. But I will say this, Uncle Steve said, I appreciate y'all. Gotta get up early for work. Great stream. Tell Pops I need that bet for November the 3rd when we play.
Oh.
You better be careful what you ask for. Tell Uncle Steve, the last 2 times we played y'all, what happened?
Dad, this is a totally different team. No, you can't count that. It's a totally different team.
Stop talking so much.
It's a brand new team. You can't count none of that all that basic losing. It's over. Like they said, right?
But ain't that the same thing about the playoffs last year? No, I'm gonna get it. Ain't it the same thing about the playoffs? Ain't it the same thing about the playoffs? No, we doing it.
Easy, Pops, on the volume and the mic, Pops.
But ain't the same thing about the playoffs.
Remember necessary?
That was last year. We get that.
Pops, the volume on the mic, Pops.
Remember necessary roughness when he said, "Hey guys, basic losing." It's over. That's us now. The losing is over with for us. All right. That's in the past.
All right.
So you finna get a totally different Falcons.
But everything that's in the past is still in the past, right?
No, not necessarily.
Well, I mean,
it's two ways.
Depends on if you're trying to make a point. If you're talking about something,
I'm trying to make a point.
Sometimes you gotta bring up the past to talk about.
But that's why I said what I said. Yeah, I had to bring that up.
Depends on what
the last 2 times we played the Falcons, we spanked that butt. That's all to it.
Well, we'll give you that. Our team wasn't very.
You
good
didn't give it to us. We took it.
Our team wasn't very good then.
I don't think that good now either.
And we beat y'all
3 seasons back.
It doesn't matter. We beat y'all. So we had like 6 sacks on y'all one night.
Oh, now we're talking about the sacks.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Juan Solo said, by how much the Falcons gonna beat Dallas this year?
You will see. You better be talking about how
I think it'll
see,
be
y'all not a 500 team.
I think it'll be like
y'all not a 500 team. We got a reputation to beat not 500 teams.
I think that game it'll be like 28-24 us.
Yeah.
Because we're playing at home.
Yeah. And then Atlanta Falcons Pandemic says, this is the last comment. The past is the past, Pops. Pops living on a legacy.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing.
Guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Go ahead and give him that spiel, Trap.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Nah, seriously, we're very grateful for everybody tuning in. Please tune in next Thursday. We'll try to look up Pops and Henry Brothers Facebook page. And that way you'll get notifications when we're about ready to go.
Go subscribe to that on Facebook right now, guys.
And then
y'all come find me.
And then
when we go live, you'll get all the live notifications. And also go to the YouTube channel right now
and subscribe
at Pops the Henry Brothers 1997 and go subscribe.
Here's the thing about the Pops and Henry Brothers too.
To what everything that we do.
We're not only gonna do sports, but at some point, especially
we got another show too, to where We're gonna be talking
Just about
everything that's going on.
That's gonna be
entertainment.
raw.
Mostly Marvel versus DC. So if you guys want to come on and talk about that, we'll be talking superhero talk. Everything from that to politics to music to movies,
religion, it all.
Everything.
Yeah, there's gonna be almost nothing off limits. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in, and keep on the lookout for next week. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then send us friend requests for the Pops Henry Brothers Facebook page. Again, that's Pops Henry Brothers. The and isn't in it for YouTube. At Pops Henry Brothers 1997 on YouTube.
Right. If you want to send me a friend request, I'm Travis Henry. You can look me up, send me a friend request, and I accept it.
Yeah. I'm Patrick Henry Jr., the best one out of the group. And then we got Patrick Sr., the forefather.
That'll be PC.
Over here.
That'll be PC.
He's listed as PC Henry. Guys, thank y'all for tuning in. And
I'm not gonna comment on what Patrick said.
No,
besides saying this, I'm humble, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
We ain't gonna say nothing about it.
oh, no, I'm not humble.
Y'all come back and fight with us next week. We enjoy it.
All right. Until next time, guys.
Peace.
Peace in the Middle East.